This is Redstone, and today I'll be trying to figure out a project of mine to be able to mess with my friends on a survival server. Now, what I'm trying to do involves an interesting machine that is pretty well known, I would say. As you can see, when I place down the sticky piston and the end rod and then activate it with the lever, it pushes it forward, almost like a spike. Now, I can spam it as many times as I want, but I don't think it will make the cultural reference any more obvious than it already is. Anyway though, what I'm trying to do is set up a system where it comes from the ground. Not in the way like this, but more from the side. And the reason I'm doing it is because, do you really want to be doing this? No, nobody would. My friends certainly would not either. That's why I'm going to need it to be pretty special. Okay, so as you can see, I'm starting to build this just a little bit. And what I'm doing is I'm building up this wall design, because what this is basically, it's just simply, I'm building a door. Like a ground door, a floor door, you could call it, whatever. Okay, so now that we've finally finished, you see when I flick the lever, it closes it up like that. But now, and I can walk on it and stuff, but when I close it, it opens up, and you can make that go to secret base, you can make that go to a pit of nothingness, it can go to whatever, who cares. But this is the mechanic that I'm gonna be using for my build. Anyway, what I want to be though is have pistons push something from underneath, which is why I don't really need this second part here. So I can actually get rid of that. So how about we test it just a little bit? Let's get some blocks of redstone. And what we're gonna do is place 1, 2, and you can lift it up like this, lift it up again. And as you can see, we're gonna need another, so we'll just have to lift it up even more. Okay, so as you can see, when we try to retract it now from going here, as I'm about to show you, each of these correspond with one of these, and that'll represent a power source during the actual project. But if we want to actually retract it, because we need to do that to get the floor back up there at the end, as you can see, we could do it like this, but oh, what's that? It doesn't stick with, and we can't put it on the walls because then the walls will be going down too. So how on earth do we do this? So I'm gonna try something and then I'm gonna get back to you. Alright, so as you can see, we have our initial design here, and with this system we need to try to elevate. We'll build our little wall up first, because of course we have to, since that's one of the main features of covering it. But now, how about instead of taking pistons from the bottom, we do it from the side? But first, let's take a quick redstone lesson on pistons, or just, it's redstone in general. If you look here, I can take the redstone repeater, and I'll attach 2 of them to each of them. Right here, all connected, and I'll put redstone in between all of them, okay? So therefore, they're all connected to these, and they're all just connected to the single lever I have right here. Now, when I turn it on, they all go on at the same time, right? Well, when I turn that off, now that goes a little bit slower. Okay, if I put 2 there, 3 there, heck, 4 there, now watch. It looks like that's even slower. So now it's like an effect, and as you can see, when I spam it, the ones on the right side don't even have enough time to even do their cycle because the redstone hasn't gone or left yet. This is important because I can't have everything happen at the same time, because sticky pistons can't push an activated piston, which is why I need so many repeaters to do it at different times. This is also important because they don't go the opposite way, and sometimes I may need to push the same piston or power the same spot twice. Now, if you look here too, even if I try to do what I'm talking about, when I power the same thing twice, it goes like this, right? And I can press it like this, and it just kind of lets it lay longer. So basically, it goes up first, and it goes last. which that could be useful, but I'm not sure yet. We're gonna have to see. So let's build. Okay, so I'm finally wrapping up my last portion of it, and I should be able to test it all soon. I don't have it all set on one lever yet, but what I do have is it set to one lever is activating the floor covering thing, that's the piston wall that pushes it up towards the ground, and the other one is activating the sticky piston and end rod machine. So when I click this, it should be turning it on, I believe. Or right now, maybe it's just testing. Yeah, it's just testing that. So as you can see, we got that, right? So it looks like it's working pretty well, I'd say. Besides, I mean, it's a little messy, yeah, but I noticed that's connected to the lever, so I deactivated that. And so now I have it like this. It goes back. I don't know why that's not working. Oh, it's because I don't have any delay. I completely forgot to add any of that. There we are. There's the delay. Okay, so now the other one. So it goes up and down like that. It works. Very good. But, I see. That didn't have enough power. So now we go back and, yeah, right now I'm just testing. I know I'm not actually playing this right now because I lost my audio recording for this part, but I'm kind of just looking at it. I spent a whole lot of time building this, and right now I'm just kind of testing. A lot of it ran underground, and what I did to power it was I used a lot of redstone torches. I never really ended up connecting two things to the same spot except right here. And like right here you can see that I actually made a mistake like that. So a lot of this was just basically noticing, oops, I forgot to do this. Oops, I forgot to do that. But there was something that was starting to dawn on me. And it was that I didn't do exactly what I had wanted. If you look here, the piston only goes to there. It doesn't go above ground like I had wanted. I had been hoping so much it would go above ground, but it wasn't. And that was devastating. I spent so much time working on it, and just for it to not work, that really sucked. And so I was like, okay, I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna keep on doing this. And I could have used a piston to try to lower myself, but because redstone was already in that spot, that would have been difficult. But, you know, my other idea was, okay, well, what if I lower the redstone torches a little bit, you know? But that didn't work either, unfortunately. And like, as you can see, I'm like trying so many different ways to try to get this down, and like it's not working. Right now you can see I'm starting to activate my plan of lowering the redstone torches. That way I could try to put a second sticky piston in, which would be enough to do it. But I've ran into that issue a few times where how on earth do I power that and retract it back down? So I spent a long time just thinking and just taking a break from this whole project. And when I finally got back, I had seen this video that had kind of just blown my mind. Okay, so after a long break, I'm finally back, and I think I have a new idea. So I decided to do some research, and I found this video that set up a system like this. Okay, so basically, as you can see, it's something like this where it elevates like that, and when I press the lever, it takes it all down. Now, I am trying to figure out how this works, because I don't know. What it's looking like to me is, so what this lever is doing is, I guess, it's sending something here, and it would have to be activating this, but I don't know how that deactivates this. That's the thing. Oh, wait, I do know. It does. It deactivates that. Therefore, this stops going. Because of that sends a signal, which would, I guess, affect... What would affect? This? Let me home. Get rid of all this. Is that what it does? Yes, it does. Maybe. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so basically, it'll hit that, and then when I send it up again, that is activating this, that is activating that, and the down system, I guess, is just goes bop, bop. Let's say there must be like a single. Oh, it's the observer that's doing it. I was trying to use observers before, but they have temporary signals. However, that's exactly what we need for this circumstance. Okay, so I know what I need to build. The question is, how? If we go here, can I activate them both like this? No. So what if I try to add a dust here? I can add one. So I gotta figure out what exactly is activating. Oh, got it. What if I do this? Okay, no. No, that's not working. So instead, let me try that. If I have to set it up on both sides, I will, but like I'm trying to avoid that. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to set it up on both sides. Which is alright. So now that I know that, this is going to be great. Alright, let's go try to see if I can install it. There is a slight issue though here that if this is going to push it all the way up, this is one block below. So I don't know how that is exactly gonna work. Now, one thing is I get rid of this entire thing, which is honestly probably what I'm going to do, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna build a whole nother model. Just start from scratch. Alright, so now I'm gonna try to take this and basically put it into this. Ooh, wait, before I do want to test if I can activate it like this. Whoops, I don't want that. In which I can. Good, found an issue. This has to be 2 below. I need to raise this one more up. I want to figure out a way to get this so I can get more. So let's keep this design where it's like this and has the activation, because I do like that, and I think that's probably the way to go. But not sure. Alright, this is the basic design. Now I just gotta figure out a way. Wait. Okay, I admit, this was too much for me. I don't know how to do it. I'm sure there has to be a way, somehow, that it's possible. And like, I know how to do so many parts of it. Like, I know how to activate this at the end, so I'm not worried about that. I know how to get this to go into the floor. I know how to do so much shit. I'm missing the big thing of taking this and going all the way up. This thing over here, it's cool and all, but it's not enough. Oh my gosh, it's not enough. If anybody watching this could please just tell me how to do this or have any advice. What I'm specifically looking for is how to get the sticky piston from underneath this small setup here, like the blocks there, not this one, but invisible there, and taking it to go all the way up to like past here, not to where it is now, but like a block up. And like, I don't know, it's just so annoying. Alright, anyway, thank you guys for watching, and please, if you have any advice to address that, I would love to finally be able to do it. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, that didn't turn out well. Just wasted like an hour or 2, or maybe 5. I'm not really sure. I'm not paying attention. You know, at the end of the day, it's what it is, and I just really wish I could have done it. But what I can pat my back on for is that I can do a lot more than most people. Most people, they can only activate one thing at a time, just maybe push a piston or something, and that's as far as they want to know. So that's okay. I wanted to know so much more. I wanted to know how to open redstone doors. I wanted to know how to make traps. I wanted to know all of that. And, you know, I'm not there yet. I don't know everything yet. But I hope that I will eventually learn. And I hope that somebody will come along and tell me how to do this. And maybe I can make a part 2 to where I finally get to use it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and subscribe for more.